JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, NEGRIL man gunned down at home on Christmas Day. A man was shot dead inside his red ground NEGRIL house on Christmas Day. The deceased has been identified as 34-year-old Floyd Walters, otherwise called Braga. Reports from the police are that shortly after 7 p.m., Walters was alone inside his house while his wife and other family members were at a nearby shop when they heard several loud explosions sounding like gunshots coming from the home. When family members made checks, they found Walters lying on the ground in the yard. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, Walters was seen lying on his back in a pool of blood, suffering from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds to his head. He was transported by the police to the Savamar Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. JDF intercepts vessel carrying 2,000 pounds of cocaine. The Jamaica Defense Forces, Maritime and Cyber Command, through synergetic coordination of its air and maritime assets, says it successfully intercepted a vessel carrying approximately 2,000 pounds of cocaine. In a release on Monday, the JDF also revealed that 3 Jamaicans who were aboard the Go Fast boat were detained and are being processed. The interdiction occurred at approximately 4:15 a.m. on Monday, December 26, in Jamaica's territorial waters. According to the Army, the 19 large parcels of cocaine, which reportedly came from South America, have an estimated street value of 1.1 billion Jamaican dollars. The JDF says as the investigative process continues, all the relevant and appropriate authorities have been contacted regarding the bust. The Army also indicated that it continues to be vigilant in protecting Jamaica's blue economy through its collaborative operational capabilities, both in the aerial and maritime spaces throughout the day and night. Jamaicans are being encouraged to contact the security forces using the JDF tip line at 876-837-8888 to provide assistance in ridding the country of criminal activity. Hotel employee dies in accident on Christmas Day. A woman is now dead and several other people injured following a 2-vehicle collision along the Greenwood Main Road on Christmas Day. The deceased has since been identified as 41-year-old Cydia Jarrett, a resident of Friendship District in Trelawney. Reports coming from the police are that at about 11:40 p.m., Jarrett was a passenger in a Toyota Coaster bus along with several others when he collided with a Toyota Voxy. The injured people were taken to hospital where Jarrett was pronounced dead. Jarrett was an employee at a resort in Rosehall, St. James, where she was a supervisor. She was on the staff bus heading towards Falmouth when the incident took place. She has been described as a nice person by those who knew her, with one former employee stating that she always treated those she supervised with care. Her death in a crash is the second one recorded in just over a month, where a hotel employee succumbed to injuries sustained. Andrea Barnett Ferguson, another hotel employee, died on November 13, 2022, after the bus she was traveling in jumped the median and collided with another coaster along the Flankers Main Road. 22-year-old dies in Christmas Day crash in St. Catherine. Tyrone Elliott, a 22-year-old customer service representative of Graffiti Way, Waterford in St. Catherine, succumbed to injuries he sustained in a collision on the Twickenham Park Main Road in the parish on Sunday, December 25. Reports are that at about 4:20 p.m., Elliott was driving a motorcycle along the roadway when he collided into the right side of a Nissan motor truck that drove out into the path of the motorcycle. Elliott, who fell from the motorcycle and was injured, was assisted to the hospital where he died while being treated. Men shot at cops attacked while shutting down party in Westmoreland. 2 men remain in hospital after being shot by the police during an operation to shut down an illegal party in Ricketts River, Westmoreland on Christmas Day. The police said the cops took evasive action after the team came under an attack while trying to lock off the event. The police report that information was received about 3:20 a.m. about an illegal party being held at a bar in Ricketts River. They say a team was sent to the location and that while the cops were attempting to shut it down, they reportedly came under an attack by the 2 men and other patrons. According to the police, the lawmen were forced to open fire at the angry mob, hitting both men in the process. The injured men were taken to hospital where they were admitted under police guard. The incident is now being investigated by the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM. Police seized Glock and ammo in Hanover. A Glock 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition was seized by the police in Old Penn District, Ramble, in Hanover on Sunday, December 25. Reports from the Ramble police are that about 11:30 p.m., a team was on mobile patrol in the area when they came upon a group of men at a bar. Upon spotting the police, the men ran. The officers gave chase when the gun and ammunition fell from one of the men and was retrieved. The men escaped in the area. Investigations are ongoing, the police said. Cops seek man who threw away gun at Christmas party. The police are searching for a man who was spotted throwing away what turned out to be an illegal gun on the complex of a popular guest house in Clarendon on Christmas Day. The gun, a Taurus .38 special revolver, was found in a bag that the man discarded when he was accosted by the police during a party at the facility. It was reported that around 1:25 a.m., cops on mobile patrol went to the guest house complex while the party was in full swing when they spotted a man with a black knapsack. Upon seeing the police, the man began acting in a manner that aroused suspicion. The police shouted to the man, who dropped the bag and ran. The police retrieved the knapsack, searched it, and the illegal gun, which contained 4 rounds of ammunition, was seen inside. It was seized and a search launched for the suspect. 2 men hospitalized following Hanover bar fight. 2 hotel workers sustained chop wounds during a fight at a bar in the community of Rejoin in Hanover early this morning. Both men, a 42-year-old gardener and a 52-year-old tennis trainer, remain at the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy. The police say the incident happened around 1:15. It is reported that the 2 were at a bar in the community when a dispute developed between them. During the dispute, the gardener reportedly left the bar and later returned with a machete, which he allegedly used to chop the other man. The man then managed to disarm his attacker with the machete, which he then reportedly used to chop him. Community members rushed both injured men to hospital, where they were admitted in stable condition. The incident is now being investigated by the Sandy Bay Police. Westmoreland rape suspect charged. A man has been arrested and charged with rape, abduction, and assault at common law following a December 19 incident involving a college student in Savlamar, Westmoreland. Charged is 36-year-old Kamal Jarrett of Chantilly Gardens, Savlamar. He was charged on Friday after being positively identified by the student. Reports are that about 7:10 p.m. on Monday, December 19, the 18-year-old girl was walking along the roadway towards the White House Bus Park when a white Toyota Axle motor car drove up beside her. It is alleged that the driver rolled down his window, brandished a gun, and pointed it at her. Further reports are that the man ordered the young woman to get in the car, and in fear for her life, she complied. The suspect then reportedly took her to Chantilly Gardens in the parish, where he allegedly raped her. Spanish Town Infirmary residents fainted. There were high spirits at the Spanish Town Infirmary in St. Catherine today as residents were fainted. The seniors were provided with meals and other treats by Super Willie Promotion, along with its partners Old Tavern Wines and Brunswick. We are very appreciative of the gesture, as this allows our kitchen staff to be home while the residents are being fed, said senior nurse Yvonne Gordon. We just want to have this kindness continue through the years to come, she added. Meanwhile, Ornette Williams said that this year there was a collaborative effort that was designed to reach more needy people. For years it was Super Willie Promotions, but it has grown, and 2 additional sponsors have come on board, and the efforts have made it stronger to benefit more people in a controlled setting, Williams said. Mayor of Spanish Town Norman Scott said it was a great feeling to see the residents benefit from the spirit of volunteerism after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Portmore Plaza fire estimated at $15 million. Preliminary estimates of Sunday's fire at C&G Plaza in Portmore, St. Catherine, have been put at approximately $15 million. Bear Grylls Bar and Restaurant and Charms here in Beauty Palace were extensively damaged by the blaze. Public Relations Officer at the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Emilio Banks, said that the fire department received a call about 7 p.m. He said units from the Waterford and Spanish Town fire stations responded. He said the cause of the fire remains under investigation. We got information from both owners that there was a combined estimated loss of $15 million, but no reports of injuries or death. We have investigators on the scene trying to determine the cause of the fire. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Public Service JPS this morning restored electricity supply to the plaza following a safety assessment. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.